thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. You are watching ID Mind Media Radio and Television. Please, if you are watching through Facebook, please hit the share button. Those who are watching through YouTube, please hit your share button. Hit your share button as you watch, please. I want to say we are moving towards a very serious time, and we want to let you guys know that we are trying to make sure that we have a serious Ambazonian. So wherever you're watching, wherever you are, just know that we have to pursue the struggle to the end. No matter the obstacle, no matter the division people say, no matter whatever happens, but we have to pursue to the end. So ladies and gentlemen, hit the share button while we start the show. Hit the share button as we are starting the show. Hit the share button. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as we start the show. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the show by talking about this issue that happened yesterday. I know many things are happening. We're going to talk about that, about those people that plotted to kill Field Marshal the King of Libya. One of the guys called per second has been caught. That's a very breaking news that is just happening. And we're going to listen much about that on the show tomorrow, that the president will be coming up. The president will be coming up tomorrow and talk about the show tomorrow of the per second, the guy that was killed, that was arrested by the Red Dragons. So tomorrow the president will be talking. This is a guy. His name is called per second. Most of the generals and soldiers of Red Dragon, this guy was behind their death. So the Red Dragons has been looking for him, but we heard that he was caught yesterday. So as of now, we cannot confirm his whereabouts. Probably tomorrow, the president gonna give us some revelations tomorrow. So this is why we're talking about these people who are black legs and all those things. When you go and show your brother is being killed, how don't you have that conscience that you might also be killed? Because you are promoting, you are going to show the hideout of your own brother, right? So how do you think that you will also not be, when you do things by the sword, know that you can be killed by the sword. It is so sad that our own brothers are plotting against our own brothers. And see how he ends his life. I don't know where he is, but we saw a video where he was caught. I don't have that video. We saw a video where he was caught and he was confessing that, yes, he killed Field Marshal. He plotted everything with the military and everything was done by him. So that is how life is. I don't know which amount of money can make you to go and plot the death of your own brother. It's so sad. That's a reality that we see today, that our own brothers causes problem to our own brothers. It's really very, very sad, and that's what's up, But I feel sorry for him because he was fooled by little money. I heard that they were giving whether 2 million or whatever amount of money. I don't think it's any amount of money is enough for you to plot the death of your own brother. No amount of money is enough. So I feel sorry for him, but that's how life is. When you are selfish, you are stingy, you want to eat everything alone. That's how most of those kind of life end. When you think that you can have everything for yourself and the other people can die. Field Marshal, the king, this guy plotted everything. The most dreaded general in Ambazonian. But like the public use passed through these people, this guy per second, the other guys, and that's how he passed away. So it's really sad, but that's what happened to Field Marshal, and he confesses that. So I'm really sad, but that's what's up. Now the president will be coming up tomorrow in his show. So he has said that he will be coming up. I've seen the flyer. Yeah, he will be coming up. Okay. Tomorrow. So it will be a very special show, and you will hear much about this guy per second. The Revolution and all those other guys that he called. He called a lot of names that they did the action together. So tomorrow will be a day that most will be revealed by the president in the show that he has tomorrow on ABS TV. So you stay put, and I think it will be a wonderful show. And now, we saw the information of some like the public soldiers who are refusing to go to fight. They said that in the northern zone, most of them have refused to go to the battlefield. So we are asking ourselves, these are the same soldiers that, like the public said, that they are special forces. How special are these forces that now they refuse to go to fight? I think when you say special forces, these are people who have a lot of special techniques, special way of doing things, right? So how come that these special forces cannot do anything? That's a really, really big question to ask. And we hear that they were, they were being battled in many areas. This is one of those era where it's a game changer. You see, that is what they get. Look at there are vehicles that have been destroyed in southern Cameroon, Ambazonian. It is a very difficult moment for them, but they have to face it because they came to the southern Cameroon and occupied the land, and the Ambazonian people are just trying to defend themselves. Okay, it is very difficult for you to go to somebody's land and win the person in his land. So we hear the government is trying to organize a meeting in southern Canada or in Canada, okay, and you see that is the admission that we know that President Biya admitted that he assimilated southern Cameroon, that they wanted to, annul the culture, everything that is southern Cameroon. But he said that the southern Cameroon extinction was not successful. Okay, that's why he said he wanted to guide us towards a negotiated settlement. That's why they held the national dialogue. But when you look at the national dialogue, it wasn't good enough. Okay, the dialogue was a fiasco because it involved just people that were invited for CPGM party. It wasn't a real dialogue that we know that when it called negotiation. You can't say you're arranging for a negotiated settlement, then you are talking of dialogue. Those are two different things. So we know okay, of different horror stories of killings and kinds of death, imprisonment, incommunicado, different types of torture chamber that we have, torture chambers. We have different types of imprisonment, okay? So all these things are the dark side of what our people are going through in, you know. Then when you treat people this way, how do you expect them to really sit quiet and not fight back? Tell me, when you do all these kind of things to people, you beat them, you mistreat them, you flog them, you kill them, you burn them, you burn their houses, you burn their farms, destroy destroy everything that is theirs. How in this modern day era you do all these things to people, then you expect that same people to come and sit down, and you came right to their own place, their own land, and the intention of the Southern Cameroon joining you people was not about that. It was not about we remaining as the minority and all those, okay? Then you people remain as a supremacy, using the Nazi or Gestapo kind of treatment on our people. It's not like that. We have to know that we cannot stay in a country where everything of ours is being dismantled. Our educational system, our legal system, our government, our constitution was dismantled. Everything, our police, okay? This is what we call annihilation. Everything has been dismantled, and you want us to sit quiet and say nothing. So that is what we're talking about. What Aijo did to us is what probably I just continue with the legacy. But when you see all this, what do you think our people should do? Should we just sit quiet without fighting back? That is why you see. Take a look at the photos. See the photos of the damaged vehicles that our people are doing on the military. It is just what is going on, because these people came to our land and occupy it. It's colonization. We cannot sit back and we watch them doing that on us. So we are fighting back, and that is what is happening in Southern Cameroon. It's about one country trying to occupy another country. It's not a civil war. It's not anything there. So it's just like Russia attacking Ukraine. It's the same thing. That is why the American government gave Southern Cameroon and Ukraine the same time TPS, the temporary protective status, because of the war going on in both countries. And that is what prompted the United States to offer the TPS for the people of Southern Cameroon and the people of Ukraine at the same time. TPS is not given to any countries except there's a real war going on. And that is what we face now in Southern Cameroon. But you see, we hear that the La Republique are going to lock up some of their members. Okay, listen to this guy who narrates the story. He's an eyewitness in Amanda.
Radio. Police station for gendarme station for all brigades. For the northern zone for Ambazonian, southern Cameroon. Military, the cells are full. Says they don't be full. It says they don't be full at this moment as a cell owner.
Wow.
Say where did they lock people for prison yard? Where they lock people for all sales them whenever gendarmerie and for judicial police stations, for central city, for Bamenda, everywhere in that area they be full. Everywhere, the 20% for Ambazonia where the government of La Republique, they control them. They sales them be full with their own armies. Say the army they don't refuse to go for war front. So they get to lock them up at this moment.
So why the army they
They
refuse?
report, they come down, they tell say the place be full with their own people.
Hmm.
So from down there, we will get from our informant, which is a report from down from the horse's mouth. Radio Charcoal, they confirm, say all the sales they be full. La Republic military they refuse to. For the northern zone for Ambazonian, southern Cameroon.
Yes, I want to know why. Why do you
Military, the
think?
sales are full.
Why do you think they are not fighting?
Full. The sales they don't be.
Yeah, you tried to say that the sales are full. Why do you think that the government is arresting the soldiers, the La Republic soldiers? Why are they arresting them? I thought that they said those soldiers were special forces that are brought from northern of Cameroon. I thought that those forces were special forces. So why are they arresting them?
Full at this moment as a retail owner. Say where did they lock people for prison yard?
Right.
Where they lock people for all sales them. For gendarmerie, now for judicial police stations, for Central City, for Bamenda, everywhere in that area they be full. Everywhere, the 20% for Ambazonian where the government of La Republique, the control them, they sales them be full with their own armies.
Wow.
Say the army they don't refuse to go for war front, so they get.
So, but what reason where they put them say why they lock them? Now only because they refuse to go fight, or now say because maybe they feel commit some other crime them too, like kidnapping and other things the way they do it to them. It shows now only because the army they deny to go fight before they lock them, or how?
For lock them up at this moment. As we get report, they come down and they tell say the place be full with their own people.
Wow.
So from down there, we will get from our informant, which is a report from down from the horse's mouth. Radio Charcoal, they confirm, say all the sales they be full. La Republic military they refuse to go fight. Why did they refuse? The explosive, ponky them, say ponky them, the holla. Say that ponky the way they don't make them, that kabai, where they holla, boom. So it holla, it destroy them, it kill them, so that they fear for go fight the revolution forces of Ambazonia. So that they withdraw, they don't put down their guns, so their people don't seize their gun, then they put them for prison. So they say they prefer prison because now the safety, they will stay there alive. After some time, they will move them. So La Republique army be divided for this moment. We will return and.
But we facing at the special forces in Dana where they will go, they will talk to them, say Biado send the special forces them for Northern Zone with their with General Buba no the special forces in that on a different force that way they run fight.
Radio Charcoal is confirming, Charcoal Radio confirming what is going on down there.
Wow. So I don't want to know because this look I'll come back to see this is what we are talking about. Biado send special forces them for down there for go fight. Now they say all the cells they don't be full. They don't be full where space no even day again for put Ambazonian and them again inside. The only army where they don't lock them. They don't lock plenty army then so. The army they don't deny for go fight. They say the army they talk say the kind of explosives the way that boys they get an Ambazonian fighter they get now. It bad. See the thing they destroyed them. It destroyed them now. Let's say. So the military now they deny to go fight. So they don't seize their gun them. Then they don't lock them. We don't know the amount of people where they don't lock them for now. And the news are with day. So probably they will tell you much about that. We will know how many soldiers where they don't catch and lock them for Bamenda Day. They say all sell them for police, gendarme, prison, all they don't full. With army the way they don't deny to go fight. So now they say the army they be divided. So you see, they be divided. So we don't know if most of them, but they say they prefer for stay for inside prison than for they go kill them. Because they say that explosives the way that boy they make now say bad. Now the news that way we don't hear. So anyway, now the thing that way we tell them, say, may they leave this thing, may they come on, go them back. They talk say no, no, no. Now the problem that. Now the problem that. You see, this is what we are talking about. I listened to some audio where some one brother they try for tell us thing where we don't lost them for La Republic. How La Republic don't destroy our things, our companies, our. But I think since 2016, where we be take talk say you better say. Well, the first time the SCNC they use the argument, the force of argument. Now, for 2016, we say no, we'll change them to the argument of force. Because if you use the force of argument, for the past years, where they do the arrest SCNC, they defeat them. Because they be used now the argument of force. No, the force of argument. So now we are using then the argument of force, because we are trying to enforce our self-defense and enforce our own legacy, because that is what belongs to us. So if you can see, you can tell much about that and what's going on now, and it's what's going on. Yes, we just have to know that that's what is going on, and we have to accept our own presence. Okay, but when you see people like this, those people who are promoting federation, and they think that they will still impose on us what has been going on in the past, okay, these are the people feeding fat. They don't care. They don't care what's going on. If you have this kind of people who don't care, they are the ones that are in government, so they can stay like that for the next 20-30 years. Because they are in government, they are eating, they are having fun. They're in Yaoundé. Some are prime minister, some are territorial administration. This one is member of CPTM government. That's what they have. So they don't care whoever is eating in the sounding Cameroon. They don't care about that. But if you listen to this, okay.
Anglophone DACs in 38 ministries. There are equally less than 5 Anglophone secretaries general in 38 ministries. In the administration, Anglophones are almost completely absent. There are only 8 Anglophone senior divisional officers out of 58. There are equally less than 40 Anglophones who are divisional officers in Cameroon, in spite of the fact that Cameroon counts up to 360 DOs. The military is another black area for Anglophones. French is the de facto official language in the military. The police force witnesses a similar level of Anglophone marginalization.
Wait, this has been very normal. The military in Cameroon, the official language is French. If you don't know French, forget it. If you speak English there, they'll say you are Biafra. Okay, even the police force is the same thing. Any uniform job that was there is occupied by French language. Yes, go ahead.
According to some analysts, Anglophones have been indeed in all of these for a very long time. But when we look at what is actually happened, many of you have an impression that all is not going well at all, because when you look at the military, like I said, it's another black area for Anglophones, and French is the de facto official language in that corps. The police force witnesses a similar level of Anglophone marginalization, and Anglophones have been, conditioned not to dream.
The Anglophones are not being marginalized only in the police and gendarme, in all levels of all walks of life. So we should make this clear. The marginalization is not only happening only in the police, army, or what. All the levels Because if you look at the directors, all those positions that, there is no, they don't even consider the people of Southern Cameroon. They don't even consider us as a people, because if they consider us as a people, they would have been thinking about that. Okay.
Him of heading the National Security and Defense Ministries. At the Police Training College in Mutengene, more than 70% of the students are Francophones, even though the school is found on Anglophone soil. The presidency is almost exclusively Francophone territory. Anglophone officials there are not only few, but have been programmed to play only second fiddle. Of the more than 36 heads of diplomatic missions, only 6 are Anglophones. In the most important English-speaking countries like the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada, there is no Anglophone heading the diplomatic missions. Anglophones, despite the sweeping victories of the ruling party in the 2020 municipal parliament.
I don't know if this information is new to some of you. Anglophones don't even head countries that is Commonwealth, because don't forget, Cameroon and Southern Cameroon are 2 countries. One is French, one is English. So anything that concerns English was supposed to be occupied by an Anglophone, not a Francophone. So all the embassies that are Commonwealth were supposed to be occupied by Anglophones. It is automatic. All the embassies that are Francophonie were supposed to be occupied by the French Cameroon, because the embassies are Commonwealth embassies. So it need, like United Kingdom, like any country, that's Nigeria, any country that is English speaking and it is Commonwealth. But today, if you see the statistics, how many ambassadors? About 6 ambassadors, but none of them are occupying the English-speaking countries. Okay, they're not diplomat in the English-speaking countries. So what are they doing, and how do we accept our own Commonwealth of Nations that we are a member of? Because it is Southern Cameroon that is a member of Commonwealth, and probably is a member of the Francophonie. It has nothing to do with the Commonwealth. Yes.
Parliamentary and the 2018 senatorial elections in the Northwest and Southwest regions continue to be marginalized by the ruling party, according to some of them. Despite the fact that the ruling party was put to birth in the Anglophone town of Bamenda, no Anglophone for the over 37-year existence of the CPDM has ever been Secretary General of the ruling party or even elected to the second fiddle position of CPDM Assistant Secretary General. So the statistics are indeed so many, and if you go, for instance, in the National Oil Refinery Corporation, known by its French acronym SONARA, that is based in Limbe, more than 90% of senior staff and the overwhelming majority of junior staff are Francophones. Although Sonara is on Anglophone soil, the official language there is French. Since its inception in 1979, no Anglophone has occupied the position of general manager or even deputy general manager. Even though crude oil is refined in Sonara in Limbe, the long-awaited Limbe Deep Sea Port project has remained only on papers for decades. On the contrary, government has spent billions to construct a pipeline linking Limbe to the Douala ports from where fuel is exported. The Limbe Deep Sea Port, or Natural Deep Sea Port, which has an opening to the Atlantic Ocean, has been neglected in favor of the Douala River Port, which requires dredging every year. And
that is a very good point. The Limbe Deep Sea Port is a deep sea port. It's not a creek. So don't forget, the Douala Seaport is just every time there's sand that came in and they have to dig the sand to remove it so that ship can dock there. So that is how they do. the Limbe seaport is the biggest, it can be the best because that's a natural sea. It's not, we are not an inland country, you see. So La Republic is seen that they prefer to fix the Douala seaport because the Limbe, if we are separated, Limbe, it will be difficult for them most of the time. But we have already Atlantic Ocean. We are not an inland country like Chad. Chad don't have any sea. Some countries like Niger, they don't have sea around them. So we are blessed with Atlantic Ocean. That is a deep seaport that would have been beneficial between trade between West African countries. But they don't want to develop the seaport. They prefer it like that.
Yet, heavy vessels cannot anchor in it. Now, Anglophone pressure groups are of the opinion that this was deliberately done to stifle development in Limbe, in the Anglophone part of the country,
yes,
as Limbe will have become the economic capital of Cameroon.
Exactly.
Anglophones working with the state broadcaster Cameroon Radio Television, the CRTV, be they at the central services or regional levels, are treated as second-class citizens.
Of course.
The domination of Francophones at CRTV is appalling, according to some of them. Out of the 10 chiefs of stations and 4 heads of FM stations, only 4 are Anglophones. At the central service, there are only 2 Anglophone directors out of more than 10 directors. If an Anglophone is director, the general manager will rely more on the deputy who is a Francophone. There has never been an Anglophone general manager of CRTV since its creation. At the Bank of Central African States,
right,
the Central Bank of Countries in CEMAC, there is no single senior Anglophone official. That is probably the reason there is no single word in English in all denominations of CFE nodes. No Anglophone.
I just want to emphasize on this. The people of Southern Cameroon have faced this policy that have been enslaved. This is blatantly illegal. In terms of political international standard. Okay, this is what we call how our people have been jailed, burnt down. Hundreds of villages have been burned down. We have killed, thousands of our brothers have been killed. This is what is going on in the, on top of that, we are being enslaved. Okay, there is no time that we can be proud of saying we belong to some kind of union. There's no set of pride that we belong, because you are not welcome. It's not something that you can be proud of, right? That you are welcome to this kind of engagement or this kind of marriage. Okay, because first of all, it's an illegal marriage. Then when we see our people who are they are going to support these people. Okay, but you see, La Republic will prefer to destroy our people anyhow, to do anything that they can before they can live. Okay, this is what is going on there. But look at this weapon that they're using.
Sisters, greetings. You won't imagine this thing I'm holding here. You can watch it yourself. I don't know what it is, but this is something that the military men have shot into an area.
This weapon is a long range missile that can kill as many hundreds of people. But this one that was launched is this type, as you have seen on this photo. This is a type of weapon that they fired. You saw in the video. This is it. This is the one that was fired. This is it. And it destroyed a whole lot of land. Okay, this is the guy talking, explaining what happened. Okay,
Fellow brothers and
Listen to him.
sisters, greetings. You won't imagine this thing I'm holding here. You can watch it yourself. I don't know what it is, but this is something that the military men have shot into an area where people are living, a place with innocent civilians. And it so happened that God, so kind, the thing had to fall just a few meters to where some children were playing, people were living, and you won't imagine the distance, the surface area that this thing has destroyed. Over 30 square meters that the thing has cleared, until you would think that people came walking there with spades and hoes. I don't understand the meaning of this thing. I don't know whether it is from a launcher gun or something. I don't know. But I begin to imagine what would have happened if it met or if it fell in the midst of houses. Thank God, as I earlier said, it was just a few meters into our own house. You need to see the area the thing has cleared. You will begin to wonder a lot. Just see the kind of things
That's
that
so
they are
bad.
using against humans. Whatsoever might be our crime, whatsoever. So we should begin to pray for each other, please. We should pray. We should pray that God should intervene for this. This is becoming too much for us to bear. If such a thing can be used against humans, then you can imagine what can be used against inhumans. Thank you very much. Fellow brothers and sisters,
Wow. That is what is going on, where they are using these weapons of mass destruction. This is what is against the laws, the international laws that guides war. These are weapons that are not supposed to be used, but you see, and probably don't care. They don't care about international law or whatever. They don't care about that. They do their thing anyhow, and they know that the France will always cover them. Okay, they don't care. They don't mind what is going on. They know France will always be behind them to cover them. Okay, they don't follow Geneva Convention. If you see what's going on, they don't follow that, and it is a problem that you see the problem of the issue of Geneva Convention. I know most of you know the Geneva Convention that was laid out, but it is really sad because they don't follow it. They don't follow it. They'll say, okay, they'll investigate the soldier that did something or that killed somebody or the soldier that burned any. You see, so they always ask someone to do something when they are being caught, but they pretend not to do anything to them. Okay. When our honorable informed them this about the action that they're doing, this thing that they're doing to our people, they will not recognize their country in the next 5 years. They thought that he was joking. Okay. I want you to take a listen to Honorable Weber, who made this statement and was very, very, he was very, very angry and bitter.
Listen to me. There has been, I'm telling you, Mr. Speaker, please, Mr. Speaker, please. I was one of the believers in a unified Cameroon, and I want to tell this House that what has happened to those children in Buea University and in Bamenda has convinced me that the people who say Cameroon should go in two parts are correct. And there are more and more of us out there who now believe that it is the ultimate end. I listened the other night.
You're right.
An offer of 1,000 jobs, an offer of 2 billion francs for lay schools, and I laughed at myself. Are my people slaves? So you now take them to be your dogs, that you can beat and wound and maim, break their bones, then throw a piece of meat for them to fight over. It has to end. If we, the people of West Cameroon, have to continue doing what we are doing, it is because we believe that the more is always the merrier. When you have more people, you have more chances of surviving in life. If the more people who are the people of East Cameroon have proven to us that our blood means nothing, then it is time for us to say it will soon be over. I want to give you a quote here in this house that I borrowed from the American liberators. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty.
Yes. That is a very important quote from the American president. When injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty. I want to say this because this duty is not only for people who are fighting. It's not only for activists. It's for everybody. Resistance becomes a duty. Are you, as a Southern Cameroonian, are you taking this as a duty? Because when we listen to people like this, they say things and people don't take them serious. But this is a very serious quotation. That's a quotation by an American president that he borrowed. And you know what Americans did to their war of independence. This America that everybody is enjoying today have fought their own war of independence. The French fought their war of the French Revolution. The British colonized America. The Americans fought their empire from British. So don't think that countries just sprung from nowhere and had everything. No. All countries fought for their independence. So don't ever think that it's just a magic. Okay? It's a very nice and important quote that I want you guys to note that quote, because it will follow you all through this period of this crisis. Okay? The injustice that they are doing, it has become a law in La Republic. Become a law. That's why you see we trying to say no, we must stand up. Okay, we must stand up because it's not something that we'll just let go like that. We have to stand up and fight for ourselves. If not, nobody will fight for us. Okay? Yes. I want us to listen to this guy, and where's that?
Traditionally tell me that we should come together. Now here I want to send this audio out again. Because I propagate for unity on the ground. We don't get agent of destruction, servant of Satans. Because not only Satan, Satan, we go see semi Ambazonian they be divided. Not only Satan, either the Satan like dictatorship, or Satan the way they just want like power, where they want to see Ambazonian divided. Because Satan they flourish now when there's division.
Right.
Satan they gets more energy, more power now when there is division. Any true leader out here, when they still propagate division among our people, I don't talk and before that person is worse. That person is worse than the dictator.
No, not true.
And I want to send this audio down there to tell the fighters on the ground. When I don't suffer the highest, Now when I continuously sleep for bushes, now when I continuously sleep under very hard conditions, the question is, if when I stay divided, what is the end result of this revolution? The question to una is, if when I stay divided, when I will continue to accept, say, me bunch of loser or spokespeople out here, me they send audios down there to the confused, we not unparent them, unparent them every day. Ground zero when I get to solidify unity. Ground zero when I get to solidify unity.
Yes.
I send this audio purposely not to tell Ground Zero, unity is the way forward.
Right.
Controversy don't come plenty. All that unity is formed by dictatobia. All that unity is formed by agent of dictatobia. All that unity, Lamy is propagating unity. Lamy, you are working with dictatobia. Me then send all the insults, all to me. Send all your insults. In fact, use television. Use international communication media, use social media, use anything that it is in your disposal to send the insult to me.
Wow.
Because if the insult person like Honorable Wibawe, he don't sacrifice his own career.
Right.
Because of our freedom. What more about Lamy? What more? Because there is just none of us out here. The stand where Wibawe stand, talk on behalf of Ambazonia.
Right.
It's backfire. Not just in neighboring Republic of Cameroon. Not just in our own country, Ambazonia, but at the international level. But
exactly.
Today, because some we might not work with us, or no, we might not work with somebody, you're going to send people and go insult a patriot of the land. Not just him, there are many others.
I'm telling you.
I don't be fool to go down to that level.
People will go and be. These are
I don't
patriots.
go down to that level. Where I know no say there are some people who are pillars in a movement.
I'm telling you.
I'm not going to take myself. So when I direct all the insult, that of Wiba, all of these people where they live for jail, they suffer. If you get any grudges against them, send it to Langme. Send it to Langme. But the good thing I say, I don't send audio, I don't send text out there to those where they forward those type of communication to me. Where they I don't send audio, I don't send text to them. I don't respond to chickens. I don't respond when chicken. I don't respond to chickens.
Mr. Lamy,
okay.
Thank you.
So I send this audio now for tell the people of Ambazonia the danger that is looming in the air.
Right.
Because most people, some leaders out here, not all, they want to see Ambazonian divided.
Exactly.
That is when they flourish. That is when they show off.
Yep.
They want to see Ambazonian divided. Because you don't want to see Ambazonian divided, we get to complement each other.
Mr. Langme, you made a very good point there about unity. You also made a very good point about the disrespect of most of the elders in this struggle. That's why President Chris Ano ran on a mandate of unity. Okay? He ran on a mandate of unity. He wants unity because he believes in all the leaders. He believes in all the activists. He believes in all Ambazonia because every Ambazonia counts. No matter your level of thinking, your level of your financial capability, any kind of Ambazonia, all walks of life matters. This is very important. And when people keep accusing and abusing people, they say all kinds of things, it is not good for the struggle, okay? It is not good for the struggle. It's so sad that we have people who behave like that, you know. I just think that what is going on? Why do people behave like that? Okay? Why do people behave like that? Okay? Let's have this break and we'll be right back, okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you. We'll be talking about this aspect of unity, but I want us to listen to one of our own brother who is also very renowned. He is talking much about this too, because unity is very important for us to think about unity, because we are all Ambazonians and we have to have that mindset of unity. Okay? We have to have that mindset of unity.
Phone has ever
make mistake for this struggle. No man know the way. They no be whenever make mistake. All we will all make mistake.
Right.
But the problem no be whether you don't make mistake. The problem now which way you do now and which way you go do tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't make mistake, you realize that you make mistake, you change. Now a good thing.
Right.
But if you don't make mistake yesterday and you continue to do mistake today, now how we go do and make this person where it continuously to make mistake? Even as people they tell you say, look, this thing where they do and so it not correct. But the person they continue to do that same thing. Then what you could do and for correct that person means that they go for the right direction. Now the question that way we need to answer them. When we talk about collaboration, how you go collaborate with person where it consistently to do the wrong thing. I need one greed for change. Now which way we go do for change those people when they start to do the right thing? And the question that way we need for answer them. Because people in the we don't talk about this kidnapping. Stop kidnapping. Stop kidnapping. It hurt we. It make an international community. They take we serious.
They take we serious.
They continue to do kidnapping and ransom taking.
Not true.
When I imagine say people in there, I could like to use Sako example. Now Sako is call himself say a leader. Even as a wrong movie for president, he continues to call himself a leader. He own LGBTQ, he never exist. He never exist at all. Life be normal for Tico. But Sako will go from Gokutunja, go set up a gang for the way they extort money from the civilians for Gokutunja. They send the money for you. They extort money from people by force draft. They force people to make they do draft for Ngokutunja. You the force people make they do draft for Ngokutunja. When Ngokutunja don't sacrifice things where they start defend. They not only give now the team where they ask American, they fight as they fight. You are on very urgent away you come out. Nothing that happen for them. Why you feel say it be fair for the civilians from Gokutunja for the move money they pay for support this struggle where you are on RGA for Tico, no money to do the same thing? I want me to answer this question. You want to feel say may they just lump every person together. Why it be normal? Says Sakofi go the tax people from Gokutunja. They take money for they say that they do draft by false draft. Where for Tico, when it come off for day, nothing like that need happen. Exactly. Ambazonian have been there for all man.
Exactly.
Why you go the tax person, some people for some area for the same country, then some people they were they didn't tax them at all.
Not true.
I wanna call that one say now fairness that.
It's not fair.
It be fair.
It's not fair.
So my fellow comrades, as I've done talk yesterday, as to the complaint settings and they go work fine for this struggle, I'm not going to call out the people where they continue to bring this trouble. If we just the toxic will just call all man and say, oh, all we don't make mistake, all we don't make mistake. All we don't make mistake quite alright. But some people they don't make more mistakes than others, and some people they be consistent for they make those mistakes, especially the kind of mistakes where they be deliberate mistake them. No, when I say mistake where you just trying to do some good thing, but you go do and you don't come out fine. No, that person where he intentionally do that thing, he no say no fine, and he do am.
He still do am.
How we go fit change that kind of people so that they start do the right thing? We get for first call them out, condemn what they do. May they know say the thing they do am, you know correct.
Good for one. So when we talk about this, thing, we'll collaborate quite all right. But in order for collaborate, people get for change their attitudes. People get for change their ways to do things. And make say the thing where they go out, if you don't go out, you know, correct.
Mr. Mike, thank you. You don't talk some very important talk for the okay? Attitude problem. And if some people they do the wrong thing over and over, you can never get a different result. People need to change their attitude. Okay, when they talk of unity, collaboration, it's because of some people's attitude. We all reach stage where people start to learn how to live with others, how to live, even if you and man get difference of opinion. It not get for being an issue for you for still talk with that person. Okay, I think say, we don't see plenty of this way we do for America here. During election, you see how it is tense. We know during election, Republican will be this way, Democrats will be this way. The what they call independentists, they will be in the middle. But when election finish, you no go know who be Democrat, who be Republican, who be independent, whatever. Because they know that it's an election, it's politics. The majority will always carry the vote. The minority will say, okay, next time we'll work hard to win the election. But when we carry grudge, that is not democracy. Okay? When you don't have a way, don't use any other method to have a way that is not democratic. That will not go further. That will not be good for any government, any people that are trying to build a kind of democratic society. Yes. So I'm just bringing that because our brother Mike emphasized on that too. So just want to talk about that, which is very, very important. And our people are working on that. We have seen a lot of issues happening in Africa, in Mali, in where you saw the Malian leader who is called Assimi Goïta. He has cancelled 8 out of the 11 secret agreement signed between the former Malian government and France. Okay, those agreements. Imagine how can you be signing those kind of agreement, selling your country to France? Okay, it is what La Republic has signed to these people. The same agreement that this Mali and all these French government have signed with France is the same agreement that La Republic have signed with them. And when you see these people, they say union. You know that La Republic is not even independent herself. You want to stay with them. Okay? It's just crazy. That's why we say that this war we are fighting is between La Republic and France and versus Ambazonian. Because La Republic signed that pact with them. That Cameroon must side with France in case of any global war. It's the same thing. France must side with all their colonies in case of war. So don't be surprised that you see La Republic using the military option that they must win the war. That's why Macron came to Yaoundé to tell Biya, we are behind you. Keep fighting. If you see Biya leave the Swiss-led negotiation, he's instead going to Canada. It's because of that. And he thinks that he can win the war militarily, but because of the support of France. So we are seeing this because we know what France is doing with all these African countries. All these African countries you see the coup d'etats in Africa is caused by France. France is behind it. The death of presidents, African president, is caused by France. I don't know how we can say this or how best we can explain this, okay? All these coups in Africa, almost 26 coups that have happened, almost 16 were former French colonies. 16 of these countries, imagine, were former French colonies that had coup d'etat. Okay, so it's just something that we have to talk about. But when you see all those things, that's what is going on. Yes. Anything that happened has to do with all those issues that when you see things happening there, you know that that's what is going on. Okay. Yeah. So let's just hope that we'll be separate peacefully with these people so that we know that things are not gonna work that way. Okay. Yeah. So we thank everyone for watching. We'll be finishing now. We want to say, please, if you're watching through YouTube or Facebook, in YouTube, please hit the subscribe button so that we will have more videos coming up. But thanks for watching. We'll bring in more content. Don't forget, tomorrow the president will be live on ABS TV. So please tune in on ABS TV tomorrow, 7 p.m. Amber time. The president will be live tomorrow. So please stay tuned tomorrow to watch the president live tomorrow. Okay. Yes. So thank you very much for being there. And I just want to say you're all God bless you all for watching. Thank you all for being there, and all the blessings. Thank you for being there, and we appreciate everyone. Yeah. God bless you and stay blessed. Thank you very much. And